Hey, Joe, can you just real quick take us through the altercation with John in the second half?
Well, I got a tag for it, and I didn't think it was an offensive foul. And, I was just trying to stay calm and, I had my hands up. And someone was pushing me from the back, and I don't understand why I got a tag, but I guess it is what it is. I was hacked all night, and I don't think I got a free throw line until I got to the, fourth quarter and all that stuff. So it was questionable, but we got the win. That's all that matters.
Do you feel like maybe the Hawks are just getting away with some extra stuff, or?
Well, I told them, they had to call it both ways. We had a bunch of guys, whether it's Ben or Tobias, in foul trouble. I just felt like it wasn't called both ways, especially because of the minimal contact that they get, on their point guard. And when it comes to us, we don't get the same thing. So, I just want to call both ways. If we're going to call, something like nothing on, their point guard, it should be the same way they call the same thing on me if I get touched.
Thanks, Joe.
Dave McMenamin.
Well, in many ways, the biggest moment of your career was 2 years ago, Game 7. How much have you been waiting for a month to have redemption of that? And with that context, how do you look forward to Game 7?
I'm excited. This time around is at home. Even back then, I believed that if we had home court, it would have been easier to win. But that's why we worked so hard in the regular season to get that home court advantage. Playing in front of our fans. I know we blew, that lead last game. That's something we should have never done. But tonight we just kept telling each other, 48 minutes. We got to be focused for 48 minutes, and so that's what we had to do, and we'll be fine.
Mike McGarry.
Joel, how key has Seth Curry been for you guys this series? And you and him have particularly worked well together. How big has that action been for you guys throughout this series and tonight?
Man, it's been huge. Just his shot making ability. He's been, making a lot of things happen, opening the floor for everybody else. He's, like I said, it's been huge. Tonight, a lot of credit goes to him, but, I think, without, Tyrese, we also don't win that game. Maxey was huge tonight. He made plays, whether it's offensively and defensively, pushing the pace. When Ben was in, foul trouble. So that was, I'm really happy for him.
Ed Benkin.
Joel, you just talked about that 48-minute focus. What was the biggest difference down the stretch tonight that made it end well in Game 6 that didn't happen in Games 4 and 5?
There's a bunch of stuff. We moved the ball a little better, and I think, in Game 4, especially Game 5 for me, the rhythm was kind of messed up because, they kept fouling. In those situations, when you lose your rhythm, and then it's on me to figure it out too, but when you lose your rhythm because, you're not getting possessions offensively and the other team keeps going and you got to play defense and then offensively you don't get to share the ball or move the ball. I think that played a huge role in it, but, we just got to, tonight we just moved the ball, whether it was, Ben, when he came back in with 2 minutes left, Tyrese at the point, Tobias made plays tonight. As a team, everybody did their job.
Austin Crow.
Yeah, hey Joel. It looked like tonight that the Hawks were getting back to the lob threat a little bit because you guys are playing a little higher in the pick and rolls. Was that just something where you felt like Trey's gravity was sort of forcing you to come up to contest, or was that part of the game-to-game adjustments?
My man, he made 2 or 3 threes in the first quarter, so we had to adjust. By me coming up or by me trapping the pick and roll. And obviously, if you're going to do that, they're going to get a lot of lobs or someone is going to be open. So we just got to stay connected as a team. Whether it's when I'm trapping or if I'm coming up, we got to help each other and trust that someone is going to help you if you leave your man. But we got to win. That's all that matters.
Thank you.
Time for 2 more. We'll start with Crystal Soltas.
Hey, Joel. Before that game, you were with the back on the wall. What it means that win about your character as a team, and what would you like to maintain in Game 7 to win that series?
We just got to be tougher than that. Got to move the ball. Tonight, I'm definitely going to be better. There's no chance I play worse than I did tonight, shooting the ball. And I'm at home in front of the home crowd. So it's going to be, he's a perfect setup for us to win. So we just got to keep the same mentality. 48 minutes, no let down, move the ball, share the ball, get the ball to the right people, and we're going to be fine.
Last question, Noah Levick.
Hey, Joel, at the start of the game, it seemed like there were a few plays where you weren't on the same page and things were starting to go south. What do you think the keys were to kind of collectively figuring that out?
We got in foul trouble, and they were making shots. And I felt like tonight I was rushed a little bit, whether it's when I got to my spots and, missing shots. So I just got to keep my confidence high and, just do what I do best. But as a team, at the beginning of the game, I felt like we didn't move the ball enough. And then defensively, we weren't getting stops. So if you're not getting stops, you can't run or you can't get transition and easy baskets. So, but once we started getting stops, especially at that beginning of the second half, it started getting easier for us.
Thank you, Joe. All right, everyone. That will